Hi everyone, welcome to Strong Style Studios. Today we're going to be doing a little New Japan Pro Wrestling, their New Beginnings 2013 pay-per-view. I am Justin, the Orange Dream.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Noah.
Well, this was not at the level of New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom, but what else has been in recent memory. That was a phenomenal show. If you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube. Check it out. Mm-hmm. I thought this was a very good pay-per-view for a not one of their absolute main shows like Wrestle Kingdom. I thought this was pretty damn good.
Easy to sit through.
Yeah, very, very easy to sit through. Noah, your opinion?
Yeah, definitely. I thought this was a very fun show.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have super high expectations just because this isn't a Wrestle Kingdom, know.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of the matchups weren't like their absolute like key type matchups like they've been having, but like there was a lot of matches that the guys worked really well together overall. I mean, the wrestling on the show was very, very good.
Definitely,
if not blow away.
All right.
Okay, first matchup we had Yuji Nagata, Manabu Nakanishi, Tama Tonga, Jushin Thunder Liger, Tiger Mask. I think I got that mostly right. Versus the team of Chaos, Toru Yano, Takashi Iizuka, I don't know how to pronounce that one, Tomohiro Ishii, YOSHI-HASHI, and Jado. That's quite a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
So, thoughts on this match, the opener?
Typical New Japan Pro Wrestling opener. Nothing special. A lot of guys in there. I think everyone just kind of did a few spots and that was it. I will say though, when Tiger Mask got in the match, it really picked up quite a bit, but then it just kind of died off and wasn't blown away. But like I said, it's your typical New Japan opener.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. A lot of guys in here. I thought it was a little bit better than the most recent ones.
Yeah, I agree.
Better than Bob Sapp, Akibono.
Yeah,
for sure.
But nothing special here. The guys got their stuff in a little bit here and there, but
the GMSI.
That's right.
They got their shit in.
Yeah. I thought this match was like one of their better openers because they always like throw these like 5-on-5 type openers at the beginning and they're always the same guys and poor Nakanishi is always in this matches. He's actually good and Tiger Mask is pretty good and Liger is like
Liger's
awesome.
A legend, man.
Right.
He's always in these matches. He's going for the tag titles in their New Japan Cup shows, I believe.
Oh, sweet.
I think.
Who's he teaming with?
He's teaming with Tiger Mask. Tiger Mask and Liger.
That should be good.
Yeah. So I gave this 2.25. Like I thought this was fun. The only times I didn't really enjoy this match is when Jado was in there. I didn't think Jado looked good, and you probably don't even remember.
I don't know.
With all these guys. Yeah, Jado I just thought looked a little sloppy and slowed it down a lot. The rest it was just fun. Everyone got their shit in. I gave it 2.25.
I gave it 2.25 as well.
I gave it 2.5.
Okay.
All right, so that's better than a lot of they don't put a lot of emphasis on their opener.
No,
they don't.
Which is really a shame because New Japan has a lot of talent. And it's usually just the openers are never really that much fun to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, they just don't care. They just like to stack their shows at the end.
I guess
that's their formula, and I guess they're sticking to it.
It's working for them. So.
All right, second match on the card. It was team of Rocky Romero and Alex Koslov, Forever Hooligans, versus the team of the Time Splitters, Alex, Shelley, and Kushida. Thoughts on this match, gentlemen?
You also forgot to mention it was for the IWGP.
Yeah, the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Very fun match. I mean, these guys have had several matches before, and I think these guys work very well together. A lot of good near falls. I thought the crowd was a little dead near the middle of this match. Like, you saw Alex, Shelley trying to get them back into it, and they got back into it near the end. Last 7 minutes or so were really good. I mean, the Forever Hooligans just busting out all their finishers and tag team was really nice. But yeah, good match. I love watching the Time Splitters work together. They're really impressive.
No.
Yeah, I thought this was a very fun match. It was a very fast-paced match too, which is nice. I would have preferred this to be the opener, honestly. I thought this was a lot of fun. Everybody worked really well together, as what you would expect from these guys. All these guys can go. So.
Right. Yeah, I've been very increasingly with each match I watch more impressed with Kushida every time because it's like I probably because I've seen lots of him. I've seen a lot more Alex Shelley than anybody else in the match. I've seen a lot more Romero and Koslov. Kushida's starting to impress me. Him and Shelley are working better and better. I thought these guys have had a lot of matches. I thought this was the best match they've had. The combination of these two teams facing. For a second match on the card, this is better than like any other second match on the card. Second match usually just sucks on every show in any promotion. But I thought this was really good, exciting. Like you said, the crowd they didn't quite pop for the near falls a lot. Towards towards the middle end type.
Yeah.
So that hurt a little bit. I gave this 3.5 stars, though this was quite a good match.
3.5 as well.
Yes, that's what I gave it.
Oh, unanimous. All right. Then third match on the card. This was for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. We had Prince Devitt versus Ryusuke Taguchi.
What'd you think, Noah?
I love this match. I thought this was awesome. I mean, these guys worked really well together, obviously. They've got a lot of history. And, I mean, no complaints about this match, really.
I thought it started out really slow. Like I was kind of hoping a little bit more fast paced. It built up really nicely though, so that made up for it. The ending stretch was really great. I mean the counters, and when Ryusuke, that's his name.
Ryusuke
Taguchi was going for his finisher constantly. And Devitt just kept countering and countering. I really liked it because like he's like no like okay this is how I'm gonna beat him and like he kept going for it and Devitt just kept countering and countering and that's what eventually led to the finish. So really nice crowd. Really was getting hot for that finish, I thought. So, good match, but I'll be honest, I kind of expected a little bit more.
I guess I feel like my statements could be in between kind of yours. I thought this was, like, very good, not awesome, amazing, but, like, Devitt's been money, like, every show. Like, he's awesome. Taguchi, this was a good showcase for him. It looked like he could hang with Devitt. This match had a nice build. Like you said, it started slow and maybe a little too slow, but like it had a nice build to it. By the end of it, it was quite an exciting match. I gave this 3.5.
I gave it 3.5 as well.
I gave it 3 3/4.
Alrighty. So next we had for the IWGP Tag Team Championships, we had team of Ten-Koji, Tenzan and Kojima versus Davey Boy Smith and Lance Archer.
Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Oh yeah,
gotta get that junior.
Not
man.
the ghost of Davey Boy Smith. Rest in peace.
Although he would be nice to see that.
Yeah, let's Noah.
I really enjoyed this match quite a bit. I know that Archer, he's kind of sloppy, and a lot of times his selling...
He's improving a lot.
Yes,
yeah,
that's what I wanted to touch on, is that and especially like with his selling, he would just no-sell for a lot of it. But
right.
In this match, I thought he did a lot better. And the team of Davey Boy and Lance Archer, they looked really good in this match.
Yeah. This was their best performance, I thought.
Yeah,
to date.
definitely. One thing that distracted me was that mask.
Yeah.
I was like, man, is he going to take that? Please take that off. I'm glad he did.
Yeah, because he had it
Because
up
it'll
like
drive me nuts.
he had it up like the first like 7 minutes or so. Didn't
I know.
It?
I'm like, I know what you look like.
yeah.
Please take that off.
It's in your car. You can take your mask off.
Yeah.
Right, but other than that, I really enjoyed this match. The ending sequence was really, really fun.
Yep.
I really liked that.
I thought it was good. Yeah, the ending stretch really, really picked up, and I love them like when they were going for their finisher. What's that finisher they call it? They have a name for that. The full
They do,
Nelson.
but I don't remember.
Okay,
I can't remember.
but when they went for it and he was able to counter, that was really awesome. The crowd really bought into it. A lot of great near falls, and I think that the ending was great. Like when he's doing the Mongol chops, and like he goes to do it on Dave Boy Smith, and
Lance
Archer catches him.
Yeah,
and
that was sweet.
Oh my
That
god,
was
that
so
was
great.
awesome.
It's like it's one of those simple little things that make you mark out like crazy.
So really fun match.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't been like as huge on the team of Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Lance Archer. What's her
Killer Elite Squad.
Killer Elite Squad. There you go. I haven't been as big on them, but this match they kind of proved to me that they've got what it takes. Ten-Koji is one of my favorite tag teams in Japan. They're really great mix of entertaining and comedy and like awesome hard hitting wrestling. And these teams just work like really well together. And I think Lance Archer's been improving by leaps and bounds recently. I think teaming with Smith has been their chemistry together is getting just better and better. So hopefully we'll just see them continue to improve. I gave this 3 stars. Like I like this match a lot, and I thought this was the best match the Killer Elite Squad's had. So not a lot of complaining from me.
I gave it 3 1/4.
I also gave it 3 1/4.
Okay.
Alrighty. So next we had Yujiro Takahashi versus Togi Makabe. Thoughts on this match, Alex?
Decent. I thought it was really short and just. It didn't really. I didn't really feel like there was like a story to this match. It was just them doing moves and just
Yeah, this match didn't really have like a build to it. Really, it's just kind of thrown together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was all right. I liked the finish. I thought the finish was very nice. But that's about it. And just. I think this is pretty obvious. Like it was like the after intermission match, just to get the crowd back.
Right.
Yeah, it was just not anything special. It was pretty forgettable,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
I went with, let me see here, 2 3/4.
That's what I gave it.
I give it 2 1/4.
Oh, 2 1/4.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was decent, but like, you can see so much better out of both. These guys didn't really work that well together.
Yeah.
Like Maccabi on his own was always entertaining, but like these guys just didn't have that great chemistry, and there wasn't any real story of the match, like you said. So next we had Katsuyori Shibata and Kazushi Sakuraba versus Wataru Inoue and Hiroki Goto. So this match, Noah.
I thought this was a fun match. You know, I thought this was on par with the previous tag team match. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't anything blow away though.
Okay. I thought it was really solid. I loved Gato and Shibata. Like when they were going up against each other, that was really awesome because like you just got the idea that these two guys were really going out there just to beat the hell out of each other. And truth be told, I thought like if I'd rather just see those two guys 1-on-1, and I guess they're doing a 1-on-1 match at the next show. I don't know if it's already taking place yet.
See that I want to see.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like, that's the thing. Like I just felt like I wanted to see those guys match, and like when the other two, when anyone else was in the match, it's just like I want to see these. I want to see Gato and Shibata at each other. I thought the ending was really good. Sakuraba and what's the other guy's name?
Shibata and Sakuraba are the team.
No, but who's the
Inoue's on.
Inoue, yeah. Like the finish was really nice. Like that knee that Inoue hit on was like just oh my god, like that made me like pop because like it was just a sick one. I thought the finish was really good, like really hot, but the pin just was really awkward. Like it was just it was a weird pin, you know.
I like this team of Shibata and Sakuraba. They're both kind of like MMA styles, but different types of MMA. Like Sakuraba's more the ground submission guy who had that unbelievable match with Nakamura. Like that was such a great match. If you haven't seen that,
go out of your way to see that.
Oh,
it's nice and short, but it's action packed. It's
like 9 minutes,
and has a great story within it too. And then Shibata does a lot of like kicks and strikes, and it's just like I think they work well together. Goto is a guy he's always had like a ton of potential. He's never gotten that extra push over the top. He's really, really good. Inoue is like a younger guy who's got a lot of potential. He's more of a flyer guy. So him and Goto actually have a kind of cool like Clash of Styles type team here going. So I give this 3 stars. Like nothing blow away, but I enjoyed it.
I give it 3 1/4. I like I said, I really loved when Goto and Shibata were in the ring together. I just thought that was awesome.
I also gave it 3 1/4. And I did want to say one thing about Goto. I want to know where he gets those big pants. Those look so comfortable. The range of motion in those pants must be something else.
Yeah.
We're watching a wrestling match. He's like, I want those
pants.
Where'd you get those pants? I didn't mention our TNA review, but Austin Aries' new ring attire. Looks good. It's looking good out there.
Right.
It's not gay if it's Aries. That's how my mom.
Or Cesaro.
Or Cesaro, yeah.
I want that as a t-shirt.
It's not gay if it's Aries. Yeah. Apparently, everyone gets a pass on Adam Cole too. Like
Adam Cole.
A wrestling fan wide pass on Adam Cole.
There you go. You have Aries, you have Cesaro. I have Cole.
Yeah, we're just gonna have a good grand old time. All right, let's move on to the next match because we had because it's Nakamura time, and that's always a good. It's always a good time in New Japan. It's Nakamura time.
Stiff time.
Yeah. And he faced a guy I'm not very familiar with, Moshimo? I don't know if I pronounced it right. Kenjo Moshimo? I definitely pronounced it right. But I'm not very familiar with him, and this was, in my opinion, like, Nakamura's, like, probably his least impressive match I've seen in a while, but it's still a pretty good match. What do you guys think?
It was decent. It's always fun to watch Nakamura work.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's one of those guys that everything he does is just captivating to me.
Mm-hmm.
But his opponent, I don't know much about him either. I didn't think that this was that great of a showing for him, and I didn't think that it was, as far as on the card, I don't know why it was so high on the card.
Yeah, that's weird.
It was decent enough.
Moshima does seem like a guy who has potential, though. He just seems like he's not that far along.
I like this match too. I thought that like the stiff work and Nakamura like working him over, like just constantly like hitting him with those knees were great. I liked Moshimo was his name.
Yeah, I think it's Moshimo.
Moshimo working like the arm was really nice, and I thought the work like the selling was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The botch finish like where like he like slipped the top rope kind of sucked, but they recovered all right. But they went for the spot again, which me and Noah both really do not like when they just go for the spot again.
Right.
So, but I like Nakamura's matches, like his just facial expressions and his just The way he gets the crowd into a match is just always fun to watch.
Yeah.
So
He's just such a different guy than anybody else.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just- That's the thing. Even when his matches aren't that good, he brings something so different from
Yeah.
the rest of it, and he's got like such a great,
he-
unusual personality.
he
I
needs to
guess.
do a tour of the U.S. sometime soon. He needs to,
I
man.
would, if he was anywhere near here, I would pay to see that, no matter who he was
absolutely.
facing.
He can
so.
go to fucking Georgia. I'll go see him.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I got an aunt that lives out there. I'll go visit her.
Yeah, if New Japan ever came anywhere in the United States.
Oh, we're going.
going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I give it like 2 3/4. Like it was good, but not to the level of Nakamura's normal matches. I loved when he was just punishing him the
Yeah,
most,
yeah.
just kneeing. He was kneeing him
God,
like
his knees are
disgusting.
sick.
So yeah, if you're getting in the ring with Nakamura, you got to prepare for some shots from his knee to your face.
Oh yeah.
So
Strong
2
style.
Knees to
Strong
faces.
style.
knees to
Yeah.
faces. So I give it 2 3/4. Like
Knees to gut.
good, but not great. So
I gave it 2.5.
Wow.
As a match, I didn't think it was anything
you're
special.
the big Nakamura fan of the group.
I know, but I thought as a match, it just really didn't stand out to me,
Mm-hmm.
especially where it was on the card. So, yeah, 2.5.
I give it 3. I really enjoyed it. I thought I loved him just beating the shit out of him with his knees, and like I thought the selling of the body parts were really nice. The working over was good, so I enjoyed it.
All right. So next we had.
Sorry to interrupt, but I did want to mention afterwards, I did like the setup.
Oh,
for
Archer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Archer, yeah, he was going to be, the number 1 contender for the
Yep.
Intercontinental
They
title?
had their match already.
Was that the anniversary?
It was on the 3rd. Yeah, it was the it was a show on March 3rd. I don't know the
Okay.
name of it. It was just kind of like a house show.
Yeah. Was that
But I
the one?
thought it was well done after the match. I thought
Right,
it was
and
enjoyable.
they set up to a show that's not necessarily a pay-per-view. They set up to a match that's on like a house show.
Was that the one that
Right.
had Tanahashi versus Devitt too?
Yeah, Tanahashi vs. Devitt's the main event, and I gotta see that.
I have a link to that show. I will share with you.
Oh, I
and we will
can't
do a
wait.
review about that. We'll
I
have our
can't
next
wait.
review we do for New Japan.
I love Devitt and Tanahashi.
Oh yeah.
But so anyway, next, so far the show, everything for me had delivered up to this point. But this is kind of the meat that I was really excited for because we had Minoru Suzuki versus Kazuchika Okada. These are 2 of the hottest guys in wrestling anywhere. These guys can do no wrong lately.
I think we're all big Okada fans, but I know you 2 guys are big Suzuki fans.
Yes, I think he might be the best heel
I'm-
anywhere.
I think we're both on Team Suzuki to take the belt. I don't know if he has any chance of doing that, but
Right.
since they didn't put it on Okada at Wrestle Kingdom, I think if Suzuki, even if he's just kind of transitional champ and then they have another face him, like I think he.
Well, Okada's so over, especially with this match.
Oh yeah.
You could tell the crowd is so behind Okada.
I think they're turning him face.
This
Right.
is
I
the
think
start of a
it'd
babyface turn.
It'd be good to turn him, and then if he took the belt off Suzuki, man, that'd
Right.
be huge.
That's
That'd be
exactly what I'm thinking.
big.
This seemed like the beginning of like an amazing feud
That's
between
how
these
I
guys,
felt.
and I'm
And-
hoping that's where they're going.
And how much money would they make hyping up Suzuki versus Tanahashi too? Like
Yeah.
after a match of the year candidate.
And Okada makes it rain money. He's the
Yeah.
rainmaker.
I mean, there's so many
I mean,
options.
I'm Team Rainmaker after
Yeah,
Team
it-
Suzuki has.
Okay.
I
Let's
love.
get
I
to
love
this match anyway.
Yeah. I guess I haven't gone first yet, so
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna take the lead on this
for it.
one. This match was about 15 minutes long. I thought for the time given, they did about everything they could have. Like
Mhm.
I've seen like better matches for the length of time, but this was like I thought this was really good. Like I just can't get enough of Suzuki's just dastardly heel tactics.
Oh yeah.
And it was kind of like interesting because at the beginning, because Okada's kind of like douchey too. He's he's very arrogant, and it's kind of the beginning. Both these 2 guys are being very arrogant, but the match kind of turned towards Okada being the favored guy.
I love the part like when he does the clean bike and he's going for his pose and Suzuki just clobbers him.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was great. And that's when you realize like okay, Okada's gonna be the babyface for this match.
Yeah,
And,
and
like, that was really cool.
And the crowd seemed to get a lot more behind. The crowd seemed to be a lot more into this match than like any of the previous matches.
I agree.
And then the main event they were probably the most into, but like these guys, like I said, just can do no wrong. They work super well together. I give this 4 stars. Damn good match. What do you think?
I thought this was an awesome match, like you said, but I thought it was maybe a little bit short just because of what I wanted to see out of these guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they, as good as this match was, I think they held back a little bit. 'Cause there's more to.
Right.
There, please be more to come from these guys,
See,
please.
That's why I gave it the rating I did. I gave it 3 3/4 because I think it's like you said. It's the start of something great.
This could be an epic, classic feud.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe better than Tanahashi Okada.
So it's big.
I don't like to say better than other things.
Okay,
But I think it'll, in its own right, it's going to be awesome.
Okay. I like this match too. I didn't think like the ring work was great. It was just like him working over the arm, but like the story was very, very well done. You know, like Okada was really good at playing the babyface in peril. You know, and I thought it made him look really tough, like fighting back and everything. You know, and I love the finish. Like when he goes for the Rainmaker and Suzuki just slaps the shit out of him.
Yeah,
and
it was just a bunch of stiff ass slaps.
Yeah, and like you just get the idea like that he just got knocked out and just man, that was really great.
Suzuki has the nastiest, just straight up slaps I've ever
those
seen.
Those palm strikes are nasty.
Yeah,
man.
so I really liked the match just for like the story it was telling and like yeah, exactly. It's starting that babyface turn that's going to happen. I think and
it's the most natural. Like he's just got this charisma where it's like you can put him either way.
Yeah,
it's like he can be heel, face, tweener. It doesn't matter. He's just
I think I'd rather see him as a tween. Like keep a little bit of the ego heel thing, but like even
go
after the
even if he's face, he's still gonna be an arrogant face.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So like it's gonna be good.
But I give it 4 stars as well.
All right, so then we moved on to the main event of the evening for all the marbles, the IWGP Championship. We had Hiroshi Tanahashi defending against Carl Machine Gun Anderson. This is Anderson's biggest, most important match today, I would say, as a singles competitor. Would you agree? Since it's his title shot?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, thoughts on the match?
I thought it was great. I mean, Anderson, I think, is a guy that like a lot of people have said like, yeah, he deserves it because he's been improving a lot in the ring, and I think he went out there and showed why he can be considered a top guy in New Japan because he went out there and he busted his ass, and I just love the fact that like he gave Tanahashi every fucking move he could, and he legitimately I already knew the results of the match. I'm still watching this match like, how is Tanahashi gonna win this match? Because Anderson was just on everything. Great, work. I liked him more working over like the neck and head area of Tanahashi, and Tanahashi, of course, working the legs, which like he is great at working the legs. I mean, those dragon screws he does are amazing.
Yeah.
But
like the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the match were crazy. Just the amount of false finishes they had.
This was a great match, like you said. It was a little bit. It took a little while for them to get into the story of the match.
Yeah.
Start with the leg work and stuff like that, and I think that. Kind of by the end, Anderson wasn't really selling as much as I had hoped.
Yeah, no, I
but what I really did love about this match was that Carl Anderson's a guy who hasn't had this opportunity before, but the crowd bought it. They were way behind him. They believed he could win this match, and that was so much a part of this match that made it great because he's one of those guys that you look at over the past, you just don't think he's going to. He's not. Well, now I lost my train of thought.
Not great individually.
Right,
He's in the tag team.
More of a tag guy.
Yeah. And this was definitely like, had the feel of kind of like, we just want to put someone different in this match, not necessarily this is going to be like a big match that they're going to put anything behind. But then they turned it into a match that was really good and probably the second best New Japan match. Well, I don't know, Nakamura match was really sweet, so maybe that was
yeah.
But, obviously, Okada and Tanahashi's the best match for them. But this, like you said, like the story of the match was kind of like Anderson was his kicks. Like Tanahashi could not stop his kicks. Was like, and he kept going back to that kick, like the big boot.
Yeah.
And he kept going back to that, and Tanahashi just couldn't stop it. And then for me, it took too long for Tanahashi to really. It just came in towards kind of the end where he went after the leg at the end, which was I thought the story could have come in a little sooner. But this was a really exciting match. Like it was just. Non-stop, and Anderson showed that he can hang, which is exactly what he wanted to do in this match. Alex?
I give it 4.5. I thought it was great. Probably the second match, New Japan match of the year. A little bit above the Nakamura match, even though I love that match from Wrestle Kingdom. Just if that match had been a little bit longer, I would have gave it the nudge over this match.
Yeah. No.
I also gave this 4.5. This is right now my number 3 match of the year. Behind
Cena and Punk.
And Wrestle Kingdom main event.
Yeah, I'd say this is my number 4. I give it 4.25. But this is a great match. This is definitely go out of your way to see it. It's on YouTube, so not that hard to go out of your way to see it. And another just great. If this is like one of their lesser main events in a while, compared to like Okada and Tanahashi and Suzuki, which were like amazing matches. If this is one of their lesser matches recently, New Japan shows how awesome New Japan is right now.
Yeah.
And overall ratings of the show, I'd give this like an 8, maybe 8.25 out of 10. What would you think?
I went with 8.25.
Yeah.
I went with 8.25 as well.
So yeah, I mean, this is a show that, I mean, start to finish, very easy to watch. The last two matches definitely are go out of your way to see matches, and there's a lot of stuff on the undercard that's worth your time as well.
Nothing blow away, but very, very consistent, very solid.
A very good pay-per-view.
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
Lots of good setup for New Japan's got things going in the future. They got the New Japan Cup coming up right now.
Yep.
So that's their next big deal. Is they have a tournament. I believe it's a #1 contendership tournament. Not 100%, but that's their next big thing. And they got a lot of. There's gonna be a lot of great matchups in that. So keep
And
your eye out for
tournaments
that.
are always fun.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I love tournaments.
When you put that much talent in a tournament. So anyway, this is our New Japan review. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you next time.